Is Carter Howell. Right-hand batting center fielder for the Flying Squirrels, who wear the black uniform tops tonight. RVA written across the front in white. Curve in the red uniform tops and the white pants. Chen stands ready. Right-hander kicks and fires. And we are underway as the first pitch runs outside for ball one. It's a 6:01 first pitch tonight at PNG Fields. First pitch brought to you by the PA Lottery. Here's a 1-0 pitch, swung on and lifted into center. This one right at Sammy Ciani. Whoa, he leaps and can't get it. It rolls all the way to the wall. Howell's around second. He's running for third, and he's going to get there standing as Sammy Ciani had that line drive lift over his head. And Howell, I believe, will get credit for a triple there. Not sure that one went off the mitt of Ciani, who was sort of held in his spot right at contact. And it looks like Ciani will be given an error for the missed catch. 3 bases for Howell. Here is Barry Koto, righty batter at the plate. Takes high from Po Yu Chen for ball one. Po Yu has the one he wants and deals home. That one's in the dirt. Hard breaking ball there. 2-0 the count. Chen will use a slider, cutter, and changeup to round out his repertoire with that low 90s fastball. 92 strikeouts for the right-hander this year in 128 innings, 4.08 earned run average. And the 2-0. Check swing as Barracoto lays off the changeup. 3-0 the count. Po Yu, his best start of the season came in Richmond back on June the 7th when a career-high 8 innings, allowed 1 run, struck out 9. And the 3-0. Barracoto lines it into left center field. He's got a base hit, and that'll play Carter Howell from third. And 2 batters into the game. The Flying Squirrels have a 1-0 lead as the Curve are kicking the ball around in the outfield right now. Not exactly a good start to this one defensively for Altoona. On that relay throw back to the infield, I believe it was the second baseman, Jamar Johnson, tried to make the catch on a low throw from the center fielder, Ciani, and ended up knocking it up into the air out toward right center field. Chang able to run it down and keep Barry Koto at first, as now here is Bryce Eldridge, left-hand batter for the Squirrels. Toss home, a swing and a miss. Good changeup to start the at-bat from Chen. Boy, 14 months ago, Bryce Eldridge was graduating high school in Virginia, and he has worked his way up to Double-A. Youngest player in Flying Squirrels history to homer, as Chen deals strike 2 on the outside corner. Eldridge set both A-ball levels on fire this year and got the homecoming of sorts playing for the Flying Squirrels last week. Here's an 0-2 pitch, and that's low. Eldridge 11th in the minors with 88 runs batted in between 3 levels this year. Here's a 1-2, and it's fought off foul to the third base side. Total 23 home runs for Bryce Eldridge this year. It's the most by a Giants minor leaguer. Just 19 years of age. Here's a 1-2, and that's in the dirt. Changeup sinking below the zone. Po Yu Chen working with Pirates catcher Endy Rodriguez, who is here on rehab tonight. Expected to be here all week as Endy gets some much-needed repetitions. Missing the year with Tommy John surgery in the offseason. Next pitch home, just missed high with the curveball. So from 0-2, the count now 3-2 on Bryce Eldridge. Short lead at first right now for Barry Koto, the 3-2. Swung on and bounced to first. Camillo's got it. He goes to second for one. On the exchange, Chang bobbles it. And no play to be made on Eldridge going to first base. So fielder's choice results in the first out in the top half of the first inning. Rest of the defense for Altoona tonight. Matt Frazier's in left with Sammy Ciani in center. And Jace Bowen over in right. Infield has Kervin Pichardo at third. Sung-Chae Chang at short. Termar Johnson at second. Nick Camillo at first with Endy Rodriguez behind the plate. Here's Turner Hill batting for the Squirrels. Pitch to him, a big cut and a miss. Boy, Chen not shy about using that changeup early in the count. That is a plus pitch for him. Probably his best secondary offering. And the 0-1. Fouled off by Hill. Fastball that time. Turner Hill had 5 hits and 2 RBI last week. Flying Squirrels took 5 out of 6 from the Rubber Ducks last week. 0-2 is in the dirt. And those results may have caught some folks by surprise. Akron has been the most complete team in the Southwest Division this year. They've got the best overall record in the division. They'll be headed to the postseason against Erie. Here's a 1-2. Curveball this time. Misses outside to the left-hand batter. Just underway in the top half of the first inning tonight. Flying Squirrels already with a 1-0 lead. RBI single by Barakoto. Here's a 2-2. And that's outside from Po-Yu Chen. Endy Rodriguez taking a moment before throwing that ball back out to the mound. Seeing some of that leadership that he brings on the field. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and lined past the dive of the second baseman into right field, a base hit. Bowen comes up throwing as Eldridge stays put at second base. I think that's one thing that really stuck with me watching Endy Rodriguez and getting a chance to know him a little bit. When he was with the Curve for 31 games back in 2022, Endy really does have that leadership quality. He makes connections to every person on the field in the clubhouse. He's always got a smile on his face. And, I think it is actually very helpful for him that he is bilingual with a great command of both English and Spanish. Grand majority of the teammates that he has speak one of those two languages. Of course, Po-Yu Chen and Sung-Chae Chang, both from Taiwan. Right-hander looks at second and deals. Pitch is swung on and bounced off the foot of the batter. That's the catcher, Andy Thomas. It's so interesting how minor league baseball teams and really professional baseball teams in general deal with language barriers that tend to exist. I think for the most part, from my observation, a lot of guys do pick up English the longer they play in pro ball. Pitch home was swung on and missed by Thomas. 0-2 the count. Chen one pitch away from polishing off this first inning. Men at first and second with one away. 0-2 pitch is down and in for ball one. Outfield straight away right now against Andy Thomas. Patient catcher at the plate. And Chen's 1-2 is fouled away. Andy Thomas settles right back into the batter's box. Two-tone bat in his hands. Tan handle and a black barrel. It's turning into a lengthy first inning here for Po-Yu Chen. Curve right-hander deals home. Curve ball is in there for strike 3. Caught it on the outside corner. And Andy Thomas down looking, one away. in the top half of the first inning.
Designated hitter number 26, Matt Higgins.
Here's Matt Higgins, the designated hitter. Poyu stands ready and fires. Fastball fouled off. Chen working from the extreme first base side of the rubber, as he tends to do. Matt Higgins joined the Flying Squirrels in late July. He swings and misses at the next one for strike two. Good changeup there. Chen nods in agreement. Glove ready at the belt. And deals home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Po-Yu Chen finishes off the first inning with back-to-back Ks. It's the bottom third of the Flying Squirrels batting order. Here in the second inning, 1-0 Flying Squirrels lead the curve. And the right-hander's 0-1. Swung on and grounded softly to third. Picked up by Pichardo, and he sidearms it across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Curve and Flying Squirrels, as we have talked about, we have seen plenty of each other in the second half this year. It's 18 out of 36 games to wrap up the regular season that these two clubs play each other. Squirrels were here the final week of July into early August. And then our road trip in late August to the Diamonds. And then they're here to wrap up the regular season. First toss to Andrew Kachel is fouled back for strike one. Altoona 10-8 against Richmond this year, 4-2 in this ballpark. Just trying to finish off the season on a high note here in Altoona. Curve at 29-34. Big swing and a miss there by Kachel. Count is 0-2. I think you have to feel pretty good about the way Altoona played overall last week. Splitting that series with a playoff club, the Hartford Yard Goats, with a nice Sunday victory. Po-Yu kicks and fires. Kachel checks his swing, and the pitch just missed the inside corner, apparently. 1-2 the count. It's Charlie Welling working on the balls and strikes tonight. Garrett Griffin umpiring at first. Brian DeBrouwer is over at third tonight. Here's a 1-2. This one's shot foul by Kachel. Third base side, up and out of play. Right into the Stuckey Automotive Picnic Pavilion there down the third base line. What a unique and fantastic place to watch a game here in Curve, PA. Here's a 1-2. And that's high with the fastball from Chen. Po-Yu stands ready, winds and fires. Kachel serves it foul down the left field line again. That one headed out toward the concourse and up toward the ticket plaza. Got great weather here tonight in Curve, PA. Looks like it's going to be this way all week. Temperatures in the high 70s and low 80s. Another 2-2. Kachel fouls it off. Did he get a piece of that? No. It goes off the catcher's mitt, and Kachel will reach on a wild pitch thrown by Po-Yu Chen that went off of the catcher's mitt. Rodriguez tapping his chest at the end of that play. So Andrew Kachel reaches on what is officially the third strikeout for Chen. Third baseman Zach Morgan is next, normally a catcher for the Flying Squirrels. They are down a couple of position players right now. A couple of injuries last week in their series with Akron as Po-Yu checks on the base runner at first. Both Luis Toribio and Ishmael Munguia went on the IL late last week for the Squirrels. Sure, the Curve happy to see Munguia on the IL. He's been a thorn in our side all year. This pitch is swung on and bounced on one hop to third. Pichardo's got it, goes to second for one, but Termarr drops it, and everybody's safe. Johnson looking into the heel of his mitt.
Center fielder number 10, Carter Howell.
And time is called as Altoona's manager Robbie Hammock is on his way out to the mound. And, you know, there's no activity in the Curve bullpen, and I think this is just Robbie coming out from the dugout to say, guys, we got to pick it up a little bit here. It hasn't been a clean game defensively in the field.
All right, fans, the sweep from section of the game tonight is section 212.
So Andrew Cachel reaches on what is officially an error by the second baseman, Termarr Johnson, for the drop of the throw. I think you're going to get a passed ball on Endy Rodriguez as well, which I believe is one that the Curve would like to have back because that has allowed Cachel to reach in the first place, and then the error committed defensively allows him to get to second. Here's Carter Howell. Right-hand batter reached on an error his first time tonight. And Chen steps off to reset the pitch clock. Chen has the sign and fires. Howell takes the first one way outside for ball one. Two and oh the count. Carter Howell reached on an error by Sammy Ciani in the first inning on a line drive hit right at the center fielder. Here's a 2-0. And that's outside from Po Yu. A bit of a slow start for Altoona here tonight, opening up their final homestand of the season. 1-0 Squirrels. The pitch home is in there for a strike from Chen as he hits the outside corner. A little bit of activity going in that Curve bullpen right now. Looks like Grant Ford is just loosening up a little bit. Not yet throwing, just sort of moving his body. 3-1 is in there for strike two. Good spot there from Chen. Wouldn't be unexpected for Po Yu to have another shorter outing this week. He went just 3 innings last week in Hartford, as the Pirates want to be mindful of the number of innings he puts on his arm. A 3-2 pitch. Howell swings and lines it toward the middle. That's through for a base hit. Late stop sign goes up at third. Ciani throws toward third, but a slip and then a recovery by Andrew Cachel at third. And I imagine Cachel will get some good-natured ribbing when he arrives in the dugout, but a nice recovery there. Base hit for Howell, and that loads the bases for the Flying Squirrels with one away. Chen over 40 pitches already, one away in the second inning. Right-hander working in the stretch against Victor Barakoto. He deals, and the pitch is fouled back. Chen once again in some early trouble tonight. Here's the righty's 0-1, and that's high. Victor Barakoto, an RBI single, his first time tonight. Here's Chen's 1-1. Swung on and served into left field. That's a base hit. Cachel scores, and stopping at third is Morgan. Little station-to-station offense for the Richmond Flying Squirrels, who now lead the Curve 2-0 here in the second inning.
First baseman, number 19, Bryce Eldridge. Tonight, McDonald.
And now this is the guy you were hoping not to see in a spot like this, Bryce Eldridge. One of the most powerful hitters in the minors, certainly in the Giants system. Left-hand hitter stands in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Righty fires. Swing and a bouncer foul off to the first base side. Eldridge bounced into a fielder's choice his first time tonight. Here's Chen's delivery. Swung on and blasted to second. Termar flips to Z, and he turns a 4-6-3 double play. Precisely what the doctor ordered for Chen and the Curve to get him out of the inning. 2-0 Flying Squirrels. We go to the bottom of the second on the Curve Radio Network. On we go to the third inning tonight from Peoples Natural Gas Field. Po-Yu Chen back to the mound. Stake to a 2-2 tie. His first pitch outside to Turner Hill, the left fielder. Hill, Thomas, and Higgins for the Flying Squirrels. In the third inning against Po-Yu Chen, who fires again. And that one's high off the catcher's mitt and gets away. I wonder if maybe you're seeing just a touch of the standard rust that comes from being out for so long for Endy Rodriguez, not at his sharpest behind the plate tonight. Here's a 2-0, and there's a strike. Endy showed that he was a plus defensive catcher in his time with Altoona back in 2022. And a 2-1 pitch. Bunt attempt, a good one. Out in front of the plate, Endy calls off the pitcher. His throw to first not in time. And Turner Hill bunts his way aboard for the Flying Squirrels. Already the fifth hit tonight for Richmond. Here's a quick check on the base runner. And back standing is Hill. Right-hander Grant Ford throwing in the Curve bullpen as Po-Yu Chen approaches the pitch limit that must be in mind for tonight. Right-hander's pitch. Andy Thomas fouls it off at the plate. Nicks that one off the chest protector of Endy Rodriguez. Po-Yu stands ready and deals home. Swing and a miss. Pitch that Rodriguez didn't catch cleanly. I wonder if the batter got a piece of that one, but nevertheless, either way, it's strike two. As Chen, who got a huge double play ball to finish off the second inning, couple of strikeouts to finish the first, has dealt with a lot of traffic tonight. Runner goes. Thomas swings, and it's a bouncer to second. Nice play by Termar to his left. He fields, spins, and throws to first to get the first down of the inning. Probably would have been a double play ball had Turner Hill not been put in motion. That's one of those little things that Richmond manager Dennis Pelfrey likes to do with his club. Put the game in motion whenever possible. Designated hitter Matt Higgins is next. Lefty batter. First pitch to him, swing and a high bouncer to the right side, fielded by Termar in shallow right. And the throw to first just in time as Samillo is able to find the bag, 2 away in the inning. But another base for Turner Hill as he advances to third on a ground out to second. Here's Justin Wishkowski. Pitch to the righty batter is in there for strike one from Po-Yu Chen. 91-mile-an-hour fastball headed for that outside corner. Chen just shy of 60 pitches tonight as he works with 2 away in the third. 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. Man, that was nasty. Hard bite to that curveball, down and away from the right-hand batter, Wishkowski. Chen ready and deals home. Swing and a miss. He got him. Another curveball. Fourth strikeout for Po-Yu Chen. Finishes off the third as he puts a scoreless third inning on the board. Headed to the home half. It's a 2-2 game on the Curve Radio Network, flown by Contour Airlines.